Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Claire and this is The Wanderlust Way. Today I'm in Mallorca, which is one of the Balearic Islands off the coast of Spain, and I'm going to talk to you about the cost of things here. So if you're coming on a self-catering holiday, you can weigh up how much roughly it's going to cost you for that sort of holiday. So we're going to look at food, we're going to look at food in the supermarkets and food in the restaurants, prices in the bars for drinks and things like that, and then prices of sort of some of the attractions. So enough waffle, let's wander. In today's video, we're diving into the prices in Mallorca, specifically from our trip in September 2024. This is our second time to the island, and we stayed for 7 days in a self-catering apartment located in Costa Calma. The location is right on the edge of the popular beach resort of Santa Ponsa. In order to explore and have a bit of independence, we hired a car, so I'll be able to give you a general idea not just for Santa Ponsa, but other areas on the island too. So if you're planning a trip and wondering how much things might cost, then this video should hopefully give you some ideas. Whether it's groceries, dining out, drinks or attractions, I'm going to try and give a general overview in the hope that by the end of this video you'll have a great idea of how to budget for your next Mallorcan holiday. We've already uploaded other videos about the island, so make sure to check those out too if you want inspiration on your visit, but otherwise, let's crack on. Let's start with day-to-day self-catering prices. Since we travel quite a bit for this channel, we have to keep the costs down where possible. It allows us to travel more overall. In order to do this, we prepared some meals in the apartment, packed picnics for the beach, and took a coolie bag so we always had drinks for the car rides. In order to do all these things, however, one must head to the local supermarket. For this video, I'm going to show you the Eroski supermarket in Santa Ponsa. There might be cheaper ones around, I'm not too sure. If you do know, then please let us all know in the comments. We found that the Eroski shop had everything we needed though. It also had a great hot counter and a fantastic sushi selection. So loaf of bread around 145, oh, sorry 143, there's different ones. Down our favourite aisle, we always like a good crisp when we come abroad.
Got me a bag of crisps.
Lady loves the crisps, don't you? So what's your favourite crisp flavour? What do you normally look out for when you come to a foreign supermarket? Let me know in the comments. Crisps, there's plenty of crisps and they are pretty similar to the UK price wise. Like $1.39 for an original. You got your Lays, obviously $1.44, and then you've got your Lays there, $1.54. Cereals I thought were a bit pricey. I mean, I don't always buy them, and if I do, it's generally a supermarket owned product. These were about between €4 and €5 a box. The supermarkets we did find had a good selection of pastries. They ranged from starting from about €1. We did find though that everything we tried was absolutely delicious. Give this one a go first. That is really nice. I would say it's a bit like a pasty, but it's got like chorizo in it, cheese. It wasn't expensive either. Coca-Cola. So you've got Coke, 0 sugar, 0 caffeine, $1.99. Pepsi, $1.50. They have a lot of cake. Cakes around $2.22, lots of muffins, $3.20, $2.12. So good for the kids, this one. Croissants, bag of croissants, $3.07. I realised after watching this video back that I am not showing you much healthy things. We didn't cook full-on meals, we were basically snacking for most of the time. But I will show you the fish counter, because the fish counter was very impressive. A fantastic selection, a lot like anything that you would get in the UK supermarkets. Obviously it's an island, the fish is fresh, and the prices were amazing. Let's look at the spirits then. So you've got Beefeater gin there for $12.95. Your Gordon's next to it for $11.49. Down to the vodkas. You've got a 70 litre bottle, 70 cl of Absolute for $14.95. Smirnoff $12.30. This is the liqueur of Mallorca, which is $10.95. That's worth trying, by the way, guys. You can get it in a smaller bottle. You come in, and then so you've got loads of carvers and frozenés. Obviously cheaper than the UK because it's made in Spain. Then let's have a look at wine. So you've got your white wines. You can get bottles of white wine for like $6.49 there for a Blanco Rioja. And then up here we've got plenty of rosés, $10.89, but then you've got one at $4.15. So it's pretty much like England. It's very varied depending on the quality of the wine. I mean, geez, you've got a red wine there for $2.39, and then you've got one at $10.39. So beers, obviously Estrella, $6.64, 12. That's good. It's a good price. Lots of zero alcohol beers here. This one's lovely. This Zero Radler. They should do that in the UK. You've even got your Copperbergs. That's $2.59 a bottle for your Copperberg, or a can for your Copperbergs. Magna's $3.49 a bottle. For the times when you don't fancy snacking on pastries, the island does have an incredible selection of eateries. They've got casual cafes, pubs and full-on swanky pants restaurants. But if you don't fancy dining out, we've noticed plenty of takeaways too, including some of the international ones like McDonald's or Burger King, which had similar prices to the UK. I'll show you the food we found and the total prices in a second, but I'll just add that if you are on a budget, my top tip would be to eat your main meal out at lunchtime, as there are often special deals to be found which can make it cheaper. This way you'll get to stay longer on the beach to watch the sunset, and there's no pressure to get all dolled up. Some of my favourite times on this holiday have just been chilling on the beach until the sun went down, and then just grabbing a beer and a light bite on the way back to the accommodation. It's a win-win if you ask me. So let's take a look at these restaurants, starting first with breakfast. This place is called Virtus, and it's a little gem of a spot located near Santa Ponsa Beach. They're open pretty much all day and serve light bites mainly. I had a ham and cheese toastie at €4. Adi had the French omelette with mushrooms for €8.25. An espresso coffee will set you back €1.45, and a large orange juice $2.75. This is definitely one of the more affordable places to grab a breakfast, and just look at that view, worth every single penny. So I've recommended lunch, but where could you go and what will it cost? If you're on Palmer Beach, we did find lots of restaurants down there and they all had their menus outside. We chose this one and we had garlic prawns, a tomato and mozzarella salad, a large bowl of chips, plus a glass of wine. I might have had two actually, and a couple of 0% beers. The total bill came to €42.50. and the food was excellent. Back in Santa Ponsa though, we also found a cracking little tapas bar in the just a few side streets away from the main beach. We found it on Google and it seemed to be a favourite with the locals. The food was really good and I thought the prices were excellent. We went for a selection of picky bits and the whole meal for 2 people came to just €34.90. I think we just had soft drinks in this one, perhaps water, but still a great price for the amount of food that we consumed. And lastly, let's move on to dinner. It's one of the most popular meals of the day, but how much could it cost? Well, we had 3 dinners out in total. The first from an Argentinian steak restaurant across from our hotel. The bill for this, for 2 courses with a couple of drinks each, came to £99.55. I'd say it was about the same as the UK quality-wise. On our anniversary, we also headed to Port Andrax, which is known for being an upmarket part of town. There's a few celebs that live there, I do believe. And there we had Japanese food by the water's edge. This was our most expensive meal of the trip, but being in that part of town, we knew it wasn't going to be cheap. Again, we had 2 courses plus a couple of drinks, and this made the final bill for the meal £120.59. But lastly, just to show you how much the prices can vary, on the final night of our trip, we stopped by the tandoori station in Santa Ponsa and we had a full slap-up Indian curry for a price of £42.26. Compared to the other 2 evenings, this was an absolute bargain, we felt, and the food was good, the staff was lovely, and the views were just as amazing. Whether it's the vibrant area of Magaluf, the family favourite of Santa Ponsa, or the bustling city of Palma, Mallorca has a great nightlife scene, with a mixture of bars for every type of clientele. Most places have blackboards outside with prices on, and with there being lots of competition in the area, you will often find happy hour deals around. Prices do vary, but on average we noticed it was about €3 to €4 for a glass of local wine. It was about €4 to €5 for a pint of beer. Again, the local ones are the cheapest ones. Cocktails, they'll probably set you back around €8 to €12, depending on the location and the complexity of the drink. Some places did buy one get one free, that sort of thing as well. And soft drinks. Soft drinks seem to be around the €2.50 to €3 mark. Bottled water was the cheapest option, of course, when it came to soft drinks. You could get a bottle of still water for about €1. Now onto the fun stuff. Mallorca has so much to offer, and while many attractions are free to explore, some do come with an entry fee, of course. For starters, it's an island, so there are loads of things centred around the water. You can hire a boat, go snorkeling, grab a pedalo, the list is endless. There's also an abundance of beach clubs. We're here at the beach club, first timers that we are. We've just been shown to our beds. We've been told that we're going to get a welcome drink shortly, which I'm very excited about. The beach club we visited was at a cost of €42 each. This allowed us entrance from 9:30am to 6:30pm, and that included a premium sunbed in the clubs section of the beach. With that price, you also get a welcome drink, a towel, and waiter service for both drinks and food. You of course then have access to their toilets inside the restaurant, and I do believe there are lots of beach clubs like this around the island, and they do vary in price, so have a quick Google search if it's in something that interests you, and hopefully you should be able to find one that's close to your resort. If you're interested in history, then the city of Palma is worth visiting. Here you will find the famous cathedral, which is about €10 to enter, and the Belver Castle. I believe that was just about €4. The castle offers stunning views over the city and it's haunted. There's a video all about the castle and its resident ghosts on my channel somewhere if you too like a spooky story. From Palma, you can take the vintage train to Soleure, which is one of the island's most popular attractions. We booked online at a price of £63.68 for 2 adults. This included both the historic train and the Orange Express tram. It was one of our favourite days, and there is an entire video dedicated to it on the channel page if you're interested. It sounds expensive. I think it was worth every penny, that trip. One of the best ways to explore the island is, of course, to hire a car. We booked this in advance in the UK and we picked it up from the airport. Car hire costs around €200 for a week for an average car, plus about €50 for fuel. Having a car gave us the freedom to explore remote beaches and inland villages, so that made it a really great investment. So whether you're planning a self-catering trip like we did, or you want to splash out on restaurants and attractions, we feel Mallorca has something for everyone. It's got affordable supermarket prices to high-end experiences like the beach clubs. It's a destination that can suit any budget. Hopefully the video has been helpful, but if you've got any questions then obviously do drop them in the comments. Thank you so much everybody for watching. Please give it a like if it's been helpful and comment below with your feedback. If you are new to this channel, I have got some other videos on Mallorca that are over on the main page. They're either published now or they'll be coming very, very soon. So you might want to check those out if you're heading to Mallorca soon. They might help you plan your holiday. All right, thank you so much and have a great day and have an amazing holiday if you're coming to Mallorca. Take care.